My name is Emma, and I'm majoring in serving and minoring in STEM and and that makes me uniquely qualified to tell you what I want to see this fall. I'm going to start off by saying two things that I think are really important to remember when you're partaking in style. One, you do not need a trend's permission to wear something. I think trends should be used to help you discover what you like over time, rather than be followed as a set prescription to gain assimilation and belonging. I have enjoyed a lot of these looks for a very long time, but only started wearing them when I felt comfortable because they were popular. This mentality is really tied to overconsumption and directly threatens the development of personal style. Number two, fashion is not surprising. Fashion is a cycle. Take advantage of it. Looking in your current closet, use that in order to find ways to participate in trends. As the fashion cycle is always cycling, I do my best to A, make a thoughtful purchase when I do decide to purchase something, and B, keep that thoughtful purchase for later on. That being said, let's take a peek on what we're going to be chatting about today. As I mentioned, fashion is a cycle. When deciding to participate in a trend, I think it's important to take a peek at fashion history to see what is continuing to stick as fashion continues to cycle on. My personal prediction is that the 2020s is going to be heavily influenced by the 2010s, as the trend leader, Gen Z, is going to be reminiscing about their childhood style. Fashion is often a reaction to culture, so let's explore Gen Z style from 2010s to COVID, and we can discuss what that means now. As I mentioned before, style is such a reaction to what's popular and culture changes, and I don't think we can talk about fall in 2010s without talking about Misfit. In my opinion, I think that she gives a really good example of a very well executed outfit that's containing all the trends and the colors and the general fashioning of the style. My favorite meme, and just like thing to laugh at, is to look at what they made the poor Disney kids wear. They have Zendaya, I think, in 3 layers on the top, I think 3 layers on the bottom. Can't really see Bella Thorne's, but I think she also has at least 2 layers. Like during all the set lights and stuff, I cannot imagine that was something comfortable to be wearing. So this image on I think my left, but I don't know if that's your left. We're seeing lots of animal prints, again, lots of layers, just lots of accessories. I mean, that's what I most miss out of 2010s is like, how much shit can I put on my body and still look acceptable and going outside. I also love this like tight slash, like I'm pretty sure these are leggings that go under everything. And we also saw that with Miss Swift a lot. I always remember seeing her in all these like various colorful leggings. So as we shifted out of the 2010s, we enter into COVID, which was a very interesting time for a lot of people for their fashion. Gen Z definitely took COVID as the perfect opportunity to experiment with color, patterns, and layering, borrowed from the decade prior, which was all violently revoked by dabbling in millennial minimalism, resulting in various forms of the dieting queen, which contain the clean girl aesthetic, Pilates princess, like you get the vibe. We always see a different variation of that. With layering colors and patterns being such a potent characteristic of 2010s fashion, it's like not a huge shock that this transpired into COVID via maximalistic aesthetics. But never fear, maximalism aesthetics return after their very short break. With pop culture icons such as Charlie XCX and Chappell Roan and various others, the unapologetic nightlife and gaudy aesthetics are heading into fashion at full speed. As society leans into the messiness and maximalism, likely a cultural response fueled by the excitement and anticipation from the pandemic, there's a significant translation into fashion, perfectly timed with the resurgence of 2010's excessive and inherently maximalistic layering. So where does this lead us now? I present to you a few of my current trend predictions based on the fashion cycle, as well as responses from modern cultural burgundy, brown, and gray. Those are going to be trendy when it gets colder. Like that's not why we're sitting and talking. But I am excited with how these colors will be maxed out as we're adding more territory with layering, as we kind of saw back in the 2010s. Additionally, I do think patterns, again, 2010s, will be very in vogue. Personally, I love leopard, polka dot, and gingham, but I also see a lot of potential in all forms of animal print, as well as like whatever you might fancy. It's all up to you. I have always loved a good tiny top, huge pant moment, but I'm also like really loving a micro bottom and ginormous top. This look is frequently paired with a little heel, bonus points if that heel is a Mary Jane pointy, which gives you that very like elongated leg look. But Emma, you might ask, how am I going to stay warm? Thank you so much for asking. You are so on top of it. That is the next trend. I personally just purchased a pair of my own while doing research for this, and I'm very, very in love with this trend. Again, long, beautiful, sexy legs will always be in fashion, and double points for warmth. If you live somewhere colder, I recommend layering a fleece tie underneath, which is one of my favorite things to do in the winter, so you can easily look so cool and so chic with beautiful wine red legs and have older people whisper, I bet she's cold while you walk past. And again, if we look back at this godforsaken meme, again, like layering tights, like it's all full circle, it's all coming back, and I think that's such a sign of a healthy trend trend when it kind of repetitively comes back. And I also think like to just watch me justify my purchase. Like I think no matter what, like wearing red tights during Christmas or fall or whatever will look cute. And even if it's like just wearing it for that one thing that you repeat many, many years going forward, I think it's a sustainable purchase. You know what I mean? I feel like give Olivia Rodrigo credit for this like micro bottom trend. Olivia Rodrigo definitely influences all my fashion. She's my Asian princess. And ever since I saw this on Goods, I actually have not stopped thinking about it. Like just a part of it like scratched my brain. And you can also see it. She's wearing tights. This is not a trend I necessarily think will happen. There's not a ton of things I can point to other than like mixing the silhouette in kind of a different variation. But I really want it to happen because I think it's really cute. Again, it goes with the micro shorts, large top, like a mini skirt and a big sweater is always going to be trendy. And I feel like how different is that from wearing shorts or bloomers or boxers with a sweater? Also, like bonus points if you can wear tights with it, which like going back to the stupid freaking image, like I feel like that just reminded me of when I was like a child in elementary school and I would have to wear leggings under my shorts to like not get dress coded. And again, like boxers and bloomers are so cute in the summer, and I think it would just be so cute and cozy to wear to like class or go get coffee. You know what I mean? Like obviously it's not going to be the most formal outfit in the entire world. Okay, in my opinion, as again, we're always going back to like a modern cultural response. So the last one was Olivia Rodrigo. This one's going to be Chaperone. And I'm just really excited that society's not afraid of looking messy or trashy, I guess. Like, I don't know. I think that fashion is so much more interesting when people have less fears. And I think maximalism aesthetic really allows you to do whatever you want and you can kind of call it whatever. I don't have any other like huge comments. I think it can be done in a very like clean girl, party girl way that is still kind of done up and still kind of put together. Those are kind of the outfits I pinned to make it a little bit more digestible. I don't know. I don't have a ton of comments about this. I think that this was a pretty inevitable trend as it was really, really popular in the 2010s. And I think it's cute. I think animal print is always in style in some capacities. But my main takeaway from this is that I do not think that trends are real. I think that trends are a tool. Trends are friends, trends are not foes. Use it to your advantage. Do not let trends control you. It is not a prescription. You do not have to follow them.